Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to another Office Hours on Fridays. I'm your host, Christina. I am the founder of AEMBR, and we are live streaming across several social media platforms, including within our app. If you click on the 3-line icon on the menu bar on the app, you can now click on the live shopping button in the navigation, and that will take you straight to the live shopping show, where we will feature a number of different products and talk about our new launches. You can also check it out on the AEMBR.co website. So if you're watching, please say hi and do the thing we always do. Let me know where you're watching from so we can say hello to you. So we have so much to talk about, but really I think we're going to get through it quite quickly. So there's so much going on, as you may have seen from the teaser of the live stream, is that we are expanding. We're knocking down walls. We are expanding into a larger studio space. So we're actually doubling our footprint, which is really exciting. We kind of knew, I kind of like hoped this would be necessary, but it was something that we envisioned, was really being able to grow to such a scale that we would need more and more space. And that is just something I've seen other companies do, other small business owners, female entrepreneurs do. And I've just always been like, one day that's going to be me. And so it started when I expanded out of my kitchen. I had AEMBR everything all over the house. It had completely taken over our lives. It had completely wrecked my house. It was just not something that, was habitable. So when we moved into the studio space in March of last year, we're now just past a year. I thought, wow, this is so much space. How am I ever going to fill it up? Well, we filled it up. We filled it up in a year. If I'm being honest, probably a little sooner than that. But an opportunity came around, and one of our good neighbors next door moved out. And so we are expanding into their spot. So really excited about this project. And it's going to bring a lot more to the company and what we can do and how we can scale and manufacturing and output and everything. So I'm really excited about that. And remember, if you're just joining us, let us know where you are coming from so that we can say hi. All right, so let me show you what the studio looks like. You've probably seen the studio in the background of our reels, any of my old vlogs, our social media stories, but I'm going to show you a little clip here of what it looks like right this moment. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks like right now. We have moved all of the product over away from the wall because this wall is getting completely torn down. So what you can see here is it's just going to be a massive wall coming down. We've got to move electrical. We're installing a new HVAC, another HVAC unit, a huge one for the entirety of the warehouse. So we'll now have 3 air conditioning units, which is going to be insane. We are insulating, we are painting, we are just so dang excited. So we will be taking up 2 full units, which is insane. And then maybe one day we'll expand into the other side. Who knows? So that is what it's looking like right now. It is redonkulous. It is crazy. But at the same time, we're not closed down. We're not shutting down operations for the next few days. We are still rocking and rolling, and we are just continuing to ship your orders as per usual. So yeah, it's kind of a monumental undertaking, but I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was really cool. And so without further ado, we are going to, let me grab real quick. I'm going to grab the dryer balls and let's see here. I feel like I always do this. I'm like, let's do a live show. And so we do the live show, but then I haven't gotten my products to hand. So the first thing we will talk about is that we have launched dryer balls. So we have launched the dryer balls. They come in this beautiful box. They're a set of 3. They're very reasonably priced, and they last for over 1,000 loads, which is bananas. Not only that, but the embossing on this packaging, the spot, I'm a packaging nut. I love little details on packaging. So the spot gloss, raised finishes that we have throughout is just beautiful. It's so beautiful. So these will last up to probably over, because I've tested them over 1,000 loads. They are unscented, and we do plan on, we're in the R&D phase of launching scent dropper bottles so that you can basically scent your own dryer balls, which is so cool. I think it's just really fun. So these are the dryer balls. They come in a set of 3. I recommend that you purchase 2 sets simply because 6 balls gonna last you 1,000 loads, and most people do a larger dryer load than usually. You'll do a couple loads and then put it all in the dryer for one dryer cycle. So you'll get the most benefit for a large load if you have 2 sets of these. That's what the standard is. They recommend about 6 dryer balls for a larger load. And if you're doing big things like quilts and comforters, or you just want to rotate through, or you want to stock up on dryer balls because you plan on scenting them with different kind of scent profiles, then I would suggest getting a set of 3 sets of 3. So 9 balls in total. And the reason for this is there's a number of different reasons. I've been using these dryer balls for about a year now, and I've been using dryer balls for many years even before that. And the reason is because it really fluffs the clothes, so it decreases wrinkles, it reduces drying time, it eliminates static, it naturally softens without adding any chemicals to your fabrics, which in turn touch your skin, especially if they're bed sheets or clothing. So it's really the most sustainable way to dry your clothes in a dryer. The most sustainable way is to just air dry, use the sun, but that's not possible for most of us. So or practical in most cases. So the best and most efficient way to dry your clothes in a machine dryer is to utilize wool dryer balls. Now, let's talk a little bit about wool, because I think it's really important to note that this is the only, I guess you would say, non-vegan or the least vegan adjacent item that we have on the site, because everything else is vegan. We do use wool, so this is not a synthetic product, so it is an animal product. However, it is something, and this just depends on your vegan ethos here, but the wool is sheared off of the sheep in like a very natural process. It's like a process they love and enjoy, and it's done in an RWS certified manner. So a responsible wool stewardship, which is very important. And so I actually have put, if you want to visit our website, I have just published an entire blog post about what that means and the history behind the wool and where it comes from, and what it's important to look out for when you are selecting dryer balls, because not all dryer balls are created equal. So when I was doing research for this, density was an important factor, size was an important factor. Ours are 3 inches in diameter because I think anything less is just not helpful. So I think it's just the perfect size. It's an extra large size. And most dryer balls are not that size that we offer. And I'm going to go pull up the blog post here so I can read you some of these really cool facts. So they're crafted from 100% New Zealand wool. And if you know anything about wool, if you've done any research on felt or wool, it is kind of the place known for like superior quality and sustainable production methods. And so the farmers there are adhering to very strict standards for environmental sustainability, cruelty-free practices, and being, obviously ethically sourced and eco-friendly. And it's an annual shearing process. So the sheep are grazing in the outdoor pastures year round, and it promotes their health and well-being, obviously. And the cool thing is that in New Zealand, there's a prohibition, like a law prohibiting sheep from being exported from New Zealand. So the sheep are in their natural habitat. They're enjoying life. They're getting an annual haircut, and the wool travels all the way to us, and gets used in a very eco-sustainable and useful way. Not only that, but dryer balls actually save you money. Not just because you don't have to buy fabric softener sheets, you don't have to buy fabric softener anymore. You didn't anyway if you made the switch to laundry powder, but if you missed kind of that fluffing action, you can always put like a tennis ball in your dryer, but it makes a loud noise. So if you miss that like anti-static and chemical-free type of fabric softener solution, this is the way to go. This is the way that you convert to a complete AEMBR laundry kit. So you get, let me segue into this. This is the complete starter kit. And so what this now means is that in addition to the scoop and the powder, you're also getting a set of 3 dryer balls, and that is the complete set. So that is a new offering that we are launching today. It is live, so you can check it out. You get a substantial discount by purchasing the bundle. And the great thing about these dryer balls is that they are not only cost effective because you're reducing your consumable purchases, meaning you're not having to purchase more and more like fabric softener. These last for over 1,000 loads, which means years of use. And I think it just makes me happy to know that we're not putting something out there that would be consumable to that extent. And so we're doing our part to be responsible towards the planet. And our research has shown that this is the most sustainable product to sell as far as fabric softener goes. Not only that, but you're also cutting down on your energy bills. A lot of people don't know this, but if you add dryer balls to your dryer, your drying time, especially only in modern drying machines. So if you're using a timer base, then it's not going to make a difference really. You'll probably just be, as you always are, over drying your clothes. But if you have it on any other setting besides a timer, your machine is actually calibrated to sense when it believes like, the moisture is below a certain level, which means they're dry. And so what it does is actually reduce that time. So your dryer actually spends less time running, your clothes dry faster, so you can get on with your life more quickly, and you're reducing your energy consumption, which lowers your energy costs, which is also a nice thing. So a lot of things I bet you didn't know about dryer balls. So that is, we're very excited to launch that today. So it's now available on the website and the app, as is the complete starter kit, which is a hell of a deal, if I do say so myself. And really, I just love a good bundle. I don't know about you, but when I'm shopping, I love a good bundle, and I love to kind of get like a whole kit so that I know I have everything I need to make a switch to something. So I'm very excited to finally launch this. It's been a while in the making, but this is a complete AEMBR solution to laundry care. You really don't need anything else at this point. It is done. So we're really excited about that, and I think that it's already been a huge seller. If you didn't know, if you don't have the app, we launched everything early on the app. So if you are an app user, you had 24 hours exclusive access. So a bunch of you guys have already bought these complete starter kits, as well as the dryer balls, or added them on if you've already been an AEMBR laundry user. So we've already been shipping them out. So some of them are already on their way to you as of yesterday. So very exciting. Hope you're enjoying that. And then of course, if you have any comments, please feel free to let us know. And if you're just joining us, we are in the process of expanding our warehouse. So we're doing some demo and some renovation. And I'm going to, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to put some questions on the screen. I can actually see some coming through from YouTube. So, okay, so Catherine asks, I do love how much you've researched. I know I do research a lot. That's like my science background. I absolutely love like looking into something and going into like a deep dive rabbit hole type of situation. And that's what I did. That's what I do with every product that we offer, because I really want to make sure that we're doing like the right thing, the best product. And I'm always like very conscious about what sets us apart. So what is it about a product that we're offering that is done better? So everything has to be done better. It can't be just done at the same standard as everybody else. And so with like, for example, the laundry dryer balls, I wanted the best sourced wool. I wanted to learn about where the best dryer balls are made. I know it sounds like something very, very trivial, but to me, it's important. If it's something that we're going to put the AEMBR name on, we want the best. We only want the best. And so that's really important to me. Being certified sustainable is really important to me, and ethical manufacturing processes is really important as well. So any possibility, she says, of offering candle packs that we could repurpose in our AEMBR vessels, like candle kits. I have been asked this question a number of times, and every time I have very disappointing news. Because we use a luxury wax that's called coconut apricot wax, it's a very soft wax. So if you have some AEMBR candles on hand, you'll notice that it's a very soft wax. It's you could almost just like rub it into your skin, and it's very moisturizing. It is, unfortunately, that creates a problem with creating a candle refill kit, because we can't just sell them to you like naked. They are not. They're container waxes. They have to be poured into something. So they can't be like unmolded and sent to you almost like a pillar candle would. So technically very, 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 very difficult. The people and the brands who are doing this and are doing it well, they are doing a phenomenal job. And I definitely hand it to them, but they are not using the same wax as us. They are not using coconut apricot wax because it's just not possible. So one of the things we are going to do, and we are introducing quite soon, especially with the expansion of the AEMBR Studio, is being able to accept your AEMBR jars. We're going to have an entire process and video, like sort of videos or animated images that show you how they must be cleaned and how you must remove the wax and the wicks and like residue prior to sending them back, and we will recycle them for you and you will get credit towards a future purchase. And so that's a way that we want to help promote sustainability, to ensure that our jars are not ending up in landfills and that we're recycling them properly to our standards and that you are getting rewarded for doing so. So another way to really keep everything circular. But I love that question. Great question. Let's see. Now let me see if I can find any are you guys asking questions on Instagram? Let me double check. Well, y'all are just watching. Y'all so quiet today. Are we tired? Oh, here we go. Christina, will you be doing a summer launch? Really craving a naked candle. Also, will you be vlogging? Missing your luxury Rex and lifestyle vlogs. Oh, thank you so much. So summer, it's a bit tricky because we are really trying I am trying to steer this company more towards a sustainably scalable product line. You will probably notice that we, in the past, like in 2022 and half of 2023, we only did seasonal launches. It was just like, boom, we sold it, and then if we're out, we're done. And while that created a lot of hype, it also created a lot of frustration. And there are so many people who are still mad from years prior of not being able to repurchase these items. And it just becomes something where if we kept doing this, then you guys would fall in love with more and more limited edition scents that we would eventually not be able to make and sell. So while we would have liked to continue the spring and summer launches that we did last year, since we have come out with kitchen, since we have come out with core, since we have come out with laundry, it's a lot of SKUs to manage. And then on top of that, it's just too much. And then again, we run into the same issue where you'd be disappointed when it's sold out and you don't get it again. So it just had to be kind of a hard and fast rule. Never say never. I mean, we have brought salt back before. We have done things where we've surprised you and brought back fan favorites. But I just want to say you're going to be really excited about what's to come for fall and winter. And we are already prepping for it. So we're going to have everything ready and available early for you guys. We're going to have some pre-orders for some pretty amazing stuff. So I hope that answers your question. Kimberly asks, I'm so curious about the pistachio candle. Is it similar to that old fragrance from Laura Mercier? Okay, so great question. That is one of my favorite scents. And that was a huge inspiration for me. When I had it in my head, I would scent different profiles for pistache. And what I ended up coming up with is a fragrance profile that's very, very similar to that Laura Mercier pistachio fragrance from years and years and years ago. It is a very gourmand, nutty, but not cloying and not super, super sweet. It's very rich, and so I think you're gonna love it. Because that was a huge reason for why I loved it too. Hannah says, I have purchased 4 of the Pesh candles. Please tell me that isn't excessive. It's not. I can tell you that the number of people who have purchased more than 4 candles at AEMBR is in, I think it's the hundreds, if not thousands at this point. So don't worry, you're not alone. You are perfectly and well within your rights to go nuts on AEMBR candles. All right, so let's go here and see if I needed to talk about anything else. Someone says just make naked permanent. So I know naked is good, but if you could see the number of requests for salt to come back, you think people like naked? People love salt. So, all right, let's make sure. Will you be making other household products like multi-purpose cleaners? This is a really great question. I get these ideas, right? And then they pop into my head, and I'm so ADD that I'm like, oh my God, we must do it now. I get shiny object syndrome. But this has come across my desk a few times recently where I'm like, ooh, should we come up with like a multi-surface cleaner that's non-toxic and smells amazing? Wouldn't that be great? If so, comment with what scents you think would be good. Personally, I would love a tomat. I love a good herbal cleaning thing. I love it in a kitchen, for example. But I could see a bunch of our scents being amazing. Like lavender haze would be incredible. 1989, Miss Justice says, she's like, put 1989 in there. Tomat, says Alan. Yes. Limon, says Lindsay over on Instagram. And Heidi says, any scent. Any scent. Nice. I couldn't agree more. I love that idea. Christmas scent for winter. That's a great idea. Love that. Cool. Very cool. All right. So quick recap. Dryer balls are now available. Set of 3, $21. Last for years. Last for over 1,000 loads. And you can actually get them even less than that if you get them with the complete starter kit, which is the bundle. If you haven't tried laundry, this is the best way to try it. Just get everything. This is a scoop that is pre-measured for our specific ultra concentrated laundry detergent. So you're going to have to start training yourself to use less because you really don't need that much. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Bibliotech and Vanilla X, Miss Justice. That's a great idea. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing the studio as it is right now as we are renovating, and what that is looking like right now. So you can see here that it is just an absolute mess. but we're really excited about knocking this entire wall down. It's going to be so amazing. I'm really excited about it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today during today's office hours. And if you didn't know, you can always watch us live on the app and on the website, and that's where you'll see the highlighted products of the day. And you can also sign up for the RSVP notifications in case you're not getting those anywhere else. That is the best place to do it. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.